Experience the motorcycle style excitement without needing a license. This is even almost too much torque for me to handle. Powered by a 1500 watt peak motor, the TST R002 delivers strong acceleration and impressive power. With speeds up to 32 miles per hour, it's both for both daily commuting and adventure riding, and jumping over everything you see. The full suspension system helps absorb impacts and provides a smoother, more stable ride. With a heavy-duty frame supporting up to 450 pounds, the R002 is built for durability and confidence. Forget that's the front. With a 65 to 100 mile range, the R002 is ready for both everyday commuting and weekend adventures. The TST R002 is more than transportation. It's freedom to explore. Let's go! We're going to be reviewing the TST R002 e-bike today. Now this is kind of like a more classic looking e-bike, not the sporty e-bikes that I usually ride in this video, but it's still a blast and I thought I'd bring you guys along for the ride. It's pretty basic, but it has some cool features that other e-bikes don't have. It's more like a Super 73 style type of e-bike, but it has suspension on both sides. It's got gears on the back. We got pedals. Full suspension's always fun because we can get a little bit sendy without worrying too much about the bike snapping in half. We've got the light in the front, we got the big fat old tires. I'm talking too much already. Let me tell you some more of the specs as we ride this thing. It's got a super smooth power delivery. One thing that's weird is that it has a left thumb throttle, and I'm not used to that like at all. But I assume as you ride it more that you would get used to it pretty easily. Now the gear shifter on the right hand side, as you can see here, has 7 gears. We can go up to 7 or down to 1, and that just clicks through one of these 2 buttons right here. And we can shift up or down. This is 7th gear. I can go pretty fast in this gear, up to around like 20 miles per hour. Now they did advertise that it goes up to 32 miles per hour, but I can only seem to get it up to 20. Now that's definitely a part on my end. I gotta figure that part out. Maybe we'll figure it out on this video. But it is definitely advertised as being able to hit 32 miles per hour, which is plenty for wherever you need to get to from point A to point B. Obviously, you know, not the typical sporty stuff that I usually do on this channel, but I'm street legal. I can take advantage of it. I can just go on the road, chill, you know, pass up on this car right here without it being an issue. Sorry, I'm not too familiar with the traffic laws, but now that we have a street legal bike, kind of get that weight off our chest, you know, we ain't gotta, without getting party lights or anything. This bike does have disc brakes. They are pretty powerful. You know, I was kind of testing them out. I'm pretty sure if I squeeze hard enough, I'll lock up the back tire. Let's actually see if it'll do that. Oh, that's the front brake. I forget, these are reversed on these e-bikes. The left side is the front brake and the right side is the back brake. I don't think the sensor's gonna pick me up, so I'm just gonna press this right here. Wait. Now the thing that I like about these big fat old tires is that it kind of helps smoothen out the ride a little bit. There's not really any bumpiness or any hardness to the ride. It actually feels super smooth. Suspension feels decent. So link in description if you guys want to check this bike out for yourself. There is an affiliate link. There's no cost to you, but it does have a small commission for me. So if you guys would like to check out this bike and use that link, I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Why is it wet there? Oh my god. I did not tighten these bars up enough. Moving all over the place. So yeah, I think this battery's a 48 volt 15 amp hour battery. They do offer 2 different, let this plane pass by here, which is going to be plenty for any of the riding that you plan on doing. They do advertise 65-mile range for this bike. Of course, that depends how you ride, how you hammer on the throttle, if you pedal, if you don't pedal, bunch of factors. So I'm not going to be testing that today because that is a lot of mileage to cover, but we will get a round trip estimate and see what our battery level's at. We are gonna off-road this thing just because that's the nature of me, so we gotta implement it into here. Here you go. It's got good torque. I think it has 90 Newton meters of torque, which is pretty good. Definitely plenty for definitely enough for what you need to get from point A to point B. Oh, that thing took it pretty well. That little bump we just encountered, so. Whoa, it's taking it like a champ. Got some hills here, hill climb test right here. A little off-road testing. Okay, it's taking it. And you guys hear it rattling, so if something breaks, it's definitely on my end. You probably shouldn't be off-roading it crazy like that. This is just a commuter vehicle, so I mean, you know me, I gotta test this thing out fully, so gonna be bunny hopping it. My bars are bending it back because I didn't tighten them enough. Don't be like me. Some more off-road testing here. If it could get through this, it could really get through anything. So it's just kind of more of a durability test for this bike. I do this for every bike on this channel, so. The fat tires do help with the absorption of the jumps. I thought it would be a lot worse. Let's see if we can go through here. Oh yeah, this thing can jump pretty well. That's how suspension's doing the job. Ooh, there you go. Seats super comfy too. I don't see a lot of nice seats like these on these e-bikes. I think that needs to be implemented more onto these bikes. Throttle response is good. It's got a bunch of modes here. It obviously has a pedal assist, which is when you pedal, it will automatically just start going, which is a pretty cool feature. It also has lights. Obviously, you have different pedal mode, different pedal assist modes. It is a hot one out here in AZ today. Freaking like 112 or something. I'm like burning alive. We need to get J-Clog out here in the wilderness, in the cities, in the city streets. Look, I can just pull up at this stoplight here, completely legal, doing absolutely nothing wrong. We're gonna tighten up these bars a little bit and get back out here. I feel like that's kind of what this bike is for, you know. You just want to cruise around, you ain't gonna want to do anything too crazy. So we're about to hit 5 miles and we got 1 bar down on the battery. Now I think I almost fully charged this bike. I want to say it's at around 90%, so take that with a grain of salt. This is not like fully charged. And keep in mind that I'm not going to be pedaling for most of this ride, so this is mostly going to be a throttle, kind of like a real world test. And obviously I'm not driving the most conservative, so oh, I didn't even see that. See, that's what I like, so these fat tires will absorb like any big hit like that. You don't have to worry about like a freaking big old slam on the rim and getting it bent or anything like that. These fat tires have so much air in them that they'll just kind of act like suspension. Damn, look at the sunset. So white. What's that noise? I did something to the bike. It's still working fine though, so. Big hill test, big hill test. Here we go. Oh, holy shit. That hill was so steep. It might not look like it, but no, we're gonna conquer that. Here we go. Can a TST R002 climb this hill? There's only one way to find out. Got some momentum here, and we're up. Oh yeah, just like that. Just like that. Light work. Oh, we got an error 7. Let's see. Maybe we just turn it off. Okay, we're back. Probably because I hammered on the throttle right there. Dang, if the TST can get through this, that's pretty impressive. That's a very steep hill. Needs a lot of torque to get up that. forget that's the front. I forget that's the front brake, and my front tire just slips. Bars are a little crooked. Kick them into place. The TST R002 takes it again. Alright guys, sun's going down. It looks like we rode for about 6 or 7 miles. Look at this bump. TST takes that. We only lost 1 bar of battery this whole time we've been recording. So I'm gonna call that good for the TST R002 in this video. Let me know what you guys want to see for the R002. It held up to my abuse test, my crashing and my wheelies. Who knows what we will do next video with it. I'm stoked. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the R002 as much as I did. If you guys feel like purchasing this, once again, link below down in the description. And see you guys later. Peace out.